So today we're going to talk about focus and how to increase our focus and productivity. So often as a busy mom, the problem is right in our title. We're too busy. We've got so much going on. And oftentimes it feels like we just can't keep up with everything on our plate. So we talked a little bit about how to not overschedule ourselves, but now we also need to talk about how we can really increase our focus. So one of the first tips is when we are sitting down to do things, whether it's work or an item that we have been putting off a little bit, we want to cut out any distractions. So turning off our electronics, like we had talked about many times before to help with our stress levels, but turning off your computer, your cell phone, your iPad, even thinking about getting rid of any other distractions, anything for you, whether it's noises from outside, shut the windows or go to a new spot. So look for the distractions that could be stopping you from really staying focused on your task at hand. There are even programs now that you can install on your computer that can actually cut off access to social media. So you can schedule and determine how long you want those programs to be running for, and that way you can really get things done and you cannot get distracted with Facebook or other things there. The second thing that I suggest is to make lists. I'm sure a lot of you are already doing this, but having different lists or lists in your phone so that it's close to you and you can look at it when you're on the go, or whether it's posted on your fridge, or a list for work to-dos, a list for family to-dos, a list for house to-dos maybe, that you can slowly cross things off of. So not only does it help keep you organized and focused on a task, but it feels really great to cross things off your list and feel like you're accomplishing things along the way. Okay. The next thing would be to cut your goals down into smaller pieces. So sometimes we have these huge tasks or ideas of things that we want to do, and they're just so overwhelming that we don't know where to start, and so we keep putting them off. So cut down those goals into smaller little pieces and do what you can right now. And that way, again, as you are doing one or two small things, you'll feel like you're being more productive, and it will motivate you to keep going. The next thing may seem a little off task or off the list, but really listening to music. So not just listening to music as you're out and about doing other things, but to put on a piece of music and sit down and really and truly listen to it. This is an exercise to help train your mind to focus more intently. So as you're listening, you're going to, yes, you maybe hear the words if it's a song with vocals, but I want you to also listen for different instruments in the background, listen to the melodies, listen for all different pieces of that song. And that's, 2, maybe 3 minutes a day that you could add in as a regular exercise to help with your focus. The next one is to meditate. We've been working on our deep conscious breathing for the last 9 weeks. So going or taking this to the next step is to actually sit down in a quiet spot while you're doing your deep breaths if you're not already. You can shut your eyes if you'd like. Again, cut out those distractions. Try to sit still for those 65 deep breaths this week and see how that goes. And again, just allowing thoughts to come and go through your mind, but not to focus on any one in particular. You're really just trying to clear your mind of all of those running thoughts. All right, so the next one is when you have a big task to do. You want to do it when you are most comfortable and you know it is your most productive time of the day. So if you are not a morning person, you're not going to try to do your biggest task of the day at 7 a.m., right? Maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon is your time. Maybe you're a night person and you're more productive at doing things, whether it's around the house or work related or a creative project that you're working on. Maybe it's best to do it once the kids have gone to bed in the evening. So look at what time of day is most productive for you, and then you need to think about your own comfort. So we want you to be in light, comfortable clothing, no heavy meals. You want your tummy to be full. Yes, we want you to have eaten so that you're not distracted by hunger, but nothing crazy. The heavier the meal, the harder it is for your body to focus because all of your blood in your body is coming from your limbs going down to your tummy to help with digestion. So it's harder to focus and concentrate. So think about those things as you're getting yourself set up for that big task. The next one is to try not to, I can't even speak right now, not to procrastinate. Wow. Let's try that again. Not to procrastinate some of the smaller tasks that you have to do. Sometimes we have these little things that we really are not interested in doing but need to get done, or things that we've had on our list forever that we have already been procrastinating, and now they're not little tasks anymore, now they're big tasks. So the idea here is to try and get those small little ones out of the way as soon as possible, especially the ones you don't like and that you don't want to do, because then they're not weighing on your mind. And it's a little less stress, one less thing in the back of your brain that you have to think about along the way. So try not to procrastinate those little ones, get them out of the way, and then you can focus on the bigger tasks or the more fun tasks at hand. And then lastly, we suggest sitting in nature. So, taking some time, especially as the weather changes or goes through different seasons there at home for you, you want to really appreciate what's going on in nature and sit in it, watch it, be present, be aware, look for animals or songs of birds, different nature sounds, whether it's the wind blowing in the trees or what have you. Just be really present in nature and allow your body to reconnect with the earth and let your soul be re-energized a little bit by the nature that surrounds you. And that can really, again, it's a good exercise, yes, for your mind to focus, but also it will just help relieve some stress. Even if you're not feeling stressed, you'll realize you'll probably feel a lot better after taking a few minutes in nature. So those are our tips for helping to get you a little bit more focused on whatever task you have at hand. I hope that you give some of those a try this week, and I'd love to hear your feedback on how it goes.